Mike, and I'm on the scene of the rehearsal space of One Lost Devil. And you guys rocked it out. We heard them earlier for, they were just practicing, warming up and everything. And, oh, God, they are phenomenal. They are a heavy rock band. That's kind of what we were talking about to classify you, kind of. I hate classifying in one genre.
We're not metal.
We're harder hard rock.
Harder hard rock. So let's get started. Why don't you introduce yourselves, say what you play, and how long you've actually been in the music scene.
Okay, I'm Sean. I play guitar 4 or 5 weeks, I think. 4 or 5 weeks, something like that. For about 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah. I taught you the ABCs on it. So.
Yeah, Aaron's the best musician in the entire band.
Probably.
Of all of us. Actually, what happens is Aaron's got a really awesome iPhone, and he just records like the entire shit, and he emails it to us. He's like, "Learn your parts, guys."
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
Even what he just said right here.
I can't back that up. That's actually not true.
So you've been on the scene for years.
Many moons.
Many moons.
Many moons.
Wow.
Many moons.
And how about you?
What?
Name? How long you been on the scene? What you do?
My name
is 24th.
My name is Hyde. I've been on the scene for 19 years, give and take. Left it for a little while, not on purpose, just for personal. But came back 4 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, New Year's of 18.
Yeah, and I've been getting back into it, loving every minute of it. Miss the stage so much right now.
Have you always been a vocalist?
No, I was a guitarist.
Okay.
I was forced into singing
Forced.
by a band. I was in the late 90s. They did not know how to sing.
How old are you? Late 90s?
You shut the up. All right, so
I'm just gonna have to edit that.
Beep. Gonna have to beep that.
Beep. All right, so
Dark Story Night.
Well, no, they wanted me to sing. I didn't know how to sing. I tried. I was terrible, and started listening to radio, singing with it. Kind of got some different voices down, and learned how to use technique.
Nice. Okay, moving on.
My name's Sean.
Is that where you're going with?
Yes. Well, I'm a vocalist as well.
Yeah.
No.
So, he says.
No, people tell me to stay away from the microphone, actually. So, my name's Sean. People call me Chops. I started out playing guitar in 8th grade.
Are you sure that's what you want?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm going with that. Yeah. I was never good at guitar, though. So,
Me neither.
So have you
taught
been in
me-
band since
One
8th
day
grade?
you might be.
well, no. Sorry. Yeah, just learning how to play as well. Is my basic concept. I was never good at guitar, so people taught me into buying a bass, and that's where I thrived.
So he's doing his second job.
Yeah, I've been in the Springfield scene for about a decade, 2010-ish. So
Nice.
random little projects here and there, mostly with this beautiful human being right here.
I would lick your ear if I could.
I can.
Later. Green check. Okay. Cool.
And we'll move on,
Okay.
last but not least.
My name's Daniel Stanton. I play drums. I've been on the scene on and off for probably 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah.
So definitely seasoned musicians here. So tell me about your band. How did you come up with the name? And I know that this is a new project for all you guys.
Well, I actually came up with the name One Lost Devil as myself, being where I was. Entered a band. Wanted to do a side project.
Mhm.
Decided that was still a good name. Found some people. COVID hit. And then,
We were a COVID band.
yeah, we
definitely.
are a COVID band. Our band quit during COVID. Me and the guitarist Sean here. We ended up leaving a band, or however you want to say it.
Being left from a band.
Being left.
We were
We exited from a premises of music,
Yes.
and
We were no
Technical
longer.
term. Yes.
and
Damn it.
so then, hey, call out. All right, and then we ended up deciding before that band exited that we were going to do a side project called One Lost Double. We never got to do that, but the band broke up, and we went ahead with it, and we found these two monsters. I'm serious. They eat goats.
You eat
Yeah.
goats.
They're
Like Pac-Man.
I'm not playing.
the nicest
drink the
guys,
goat
but their
milk too.
dietary habits are
There's
my
no
god.
there's no funny in my voice.
That's so sad. I like goats.
You guys eat goats.
I eat an insane amount of pretzels for some reason. I really like
Yeah, he does.
Pretzel goats.
He does eat goat shit. Goat pretzels.
Goat.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
goats
No.
eat.
I know where you guys stand.
And fruit roll-ups.
fruit roll-ups.
Fruit
I love fruit
roll-ups,
roll-ups,
fruit
man.
roll-ups.
Oh, goat roll-ups.
Fruit
yeah.
roll-ups is the best thing ever.
Good, good. I'm
Jolly
glad you
Ranchers,
guys-
too.
I'm glad you
Fruit roll-ups and Jeopardy.
Goat ranchers.
We watch Jeopardy. At the
So-
beginning of
People
every
out there-
practice.
No.
We watch Jeopardy before practice.
Every
These
practice.
Every practice. We
Is
do.
that funny?
It's amazing is what it is. It's knowledgeable. You learn every time you're here.
So let's
That's
talk
right.
about this first song that we're going to be playing.
No name for a nuisance?
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's not the name.
It
I
wasn't?
tricked you.
I don't
That's
remember.
not the name. What did we play?
Yeah,
oh,
but-
we played
Kingmaker,
Kingmaker.
first.
Kingmaker.
Yes.
See? Tricked you.
Kingmaker. Kingmaker. Okay, so what is the song about?
The song is kind of a double entendre. Kingmaker is a man or woman who's playing in a game, any type of game, even life, and they're losing.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do is they hand or trade their stuff to another person or another being to increase their chances of winning. This is called a kingmaker. Also, in life, we're all kingmakers. We try to make the king out of ourselves. So this being a song that is dear to me, we have kingmaker practice twice a week now, guys. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Yep. So
That's awesome.
that's where the
Inside
name-
joke there. Little, but
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you, drummer.
Well, let's get to this first song, and we'll be right back.
The song's called Kingmaker. I am the summer, held down, but I feel no relevance. I cannot stay too long, becoming one of me, but still I know ignored. This is where I can't be. I'm only playing when I go through everything you know I can't afford. This is where I know I'll stand. This is where I know I'll end. As though it never can
So we want to get to the music industry side of all of this. I mean, this is a lot of fun playing all the time, but it has to go somewhere. So let's start with you over there. With what kind of advice would you give other drummers trying to get into a band and just honing in on their skills?
I would say play your heart out. Be the best representation of your style that you can be. Play in the pocket so that let the other musicians shine. Be where you need to be when you need to be there. Definitely take pride in your gear. Get some good gear.
Yeah.
That helps fill the sound and
Definitely.
is aesthetic to the ears, so that when people happen to be walking by a club or happen to be in the bar you're playing at, it sounds good to their ears and not abrasive. So
Drums are the first thing you hear when you're walking up.
Yeah, I mean, do the best you can to have decent gear and to sound good and make people happy and make your band shine.
So what about bass players?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Buy really good gear because you're going to have to keep up with a drummer. So you need loud gear. Go to Guitar Center, play the really while you're there. That's the thing. I'm not going to tell you to buy a certain bass either, because go and physically play all these basses, because all of them feel different. Thick neck, small neck. The spacing's different on all of them. Like Warwick's handle the low side really well. You know what I mean? And the thing about a bass player is you got to be crisp. You have to be really on point with those notes, because you and the drummer are the heartbeat. So you got to keep that.
Yeah.
Keep that. You can't not walk and chew gum at the same time. You know what I mean? You got to be able to do
Try to get my tone.
3 or 4 things at the same time and just nail that rhythm.
Awesome. Okay, so as a singer, what is some advice?
Advice? Use everybody. Use your drummer. Use your bassist. Use your guitarist. Your drummer. Personally, I like my drummer for my my rhythm. My rhythm section, as far as how my vocals are going to chug or dance along the beat. This guy right here is the beat. He creates, for me, what I hear and float in between. This guy right here is my tone. I listen for him for tone. Depending on how high I want to go, how low I want to go, how medium I want to go, or how outside the box I want to go. This guy that's where he is. He does that. Now, that being said, I've explained where I use everybody. Now, where I use myself is an instrument. If you're not using yourself as an instrument and you're following what these guys are doing, you're doing it wrong. Listen to the radio, listen to every song that's ever made it out there, and understand what they do. Whenever they do it, no matter if you like the song or not, it's there for a reason, because they figured out a system. And whenever you figure out a system for your vocals, and you understand what making not just things come together, but a reoccurring theme, you'll understand what music is.
Awesome. And now you, what's some advice you could give to other guitarists?
Oh, don't try to get a social life. No social life. I don't know. Listen to everything out there. Just even if you don't like it, just listen to it. Listen to the guitars in it. Listen to how the rest of the band is playing with the guitars and stuff, and just pay attention to the others. You're gonna learn more by watching MTV, or you're gonna learn more by watching videos and watching other guitar players play. MTV, yeah. I just dated
MTV
myself.
back in the day. Yeah.
We are MTV Live
No,
with One Lost Devil.
Downtown Julie Brown.
Wait, next up, 16 and pregnant.
Showing the age.
No, but you're gonna learn more by watching other guitar players than you are gonna be by picking a book. Absolutely, when you're starting out, yeah, pick the book up. But just watch the. There's a book. There's a book, dude. Like
Instructions are in the
there's
glove
a
box.
book.
Read the book. You don't read the book.
And
Go to hell.
but have fun with it.
Don't go to hell.
Don't box yourself in, and just give it one more push. One more push before you put it down that night, or just have fun with it, and then also don't play a solo when a chord will do.
Awesome.
Less is better. A lot
Well,
of the
thanks
time.
guys for all that advice. Now let's get to your next song. Tell me about that.
We have another song?
Yeah, a couple of them.
What song?
Dig You Up.
Oh, Dig You Up. Yeah. The meaning?
Yeah. What
Oh.
about it? What about
All right. So, Dig You Up is
I think I got fired over Dig You Up.
not for the meaning. The meaning of the song is permanent. It's anybody's ever loved. Look, whether we like it or not, or know it or not, or accept it or not, we bury everybody with our issues. We do. It's when we accept the fact that we have those issues and we're willing to acknowledge that we've harmed somebody with them, that we realize we need to dig them up or out of the confines in which we put them in. And they're staying there because they love us.
Awesome. Well, let's get to that song right now, and we'll be back.
Here's another original called Dig You Up.
Just twice how it ended.
So tell us about the gift.
All right, so the gift is it's fiction. It's a work of fiction. It's about a gypsy queen who, well, actually, a little bit more than that, but a gypsy queen who gets the gift of being able to determine life.
That sounds interesting. Yeah. I like that. So let's get to that and we'll be right back.
It's always called a gift.
So guys, that was so awesome. Thank you so much for, letting us be here, hearing you guys jam out. So just final thoughts and some advice for everybody out there trying to be part of the scene. As a band, give some advice. How do you go about booking your bands, and how do you play the show and stuff like that?
We found out if you text the owner twice a minute, that works best.
They're
You get an
They're
answer.
very
Not the owner of
busy.
the bar,
You get an
the
answer.
owner
Pretty
of the building.
quick.
The owner of the building,
Yeah.
not the owner of the bar.
Look, if you
Yeah,
wanna
no.
if you wanna book shows, meet bands.
Yeah.
No,
No other bands.
Talk to
Yeah.
people.
Introduce
Don't be
yourself.
you're gonna
don't be
find
shy. They're not
promoters
going to
all
show up
over
at your
the
door.
place. Promoters in Kansas City, promoters in St. Louis, Columbia, Joplin. You're gonna find when you go through bands, you find other connections. So play with as many bands and talk to as many bands as you can. Don't just play and leave.
Yeah.
Stay for the whole
Stay.
show.
You're gonna find that there are a lot of good
Jesus.
bands out there who have promoters, who have people in their town who set up shows, and you're gonna be able to talk to them.
Yeah, you
And
don't
you're gonna
want
be able
them-
to set up shows back and forth. Well, we did that with Dirty Molly. We'd have, in Arkansas, Kansas City.
Yeah.
You just talk to other bands. You're gonna find good shows around. And not to say that don't play in Springfield. I'm not saying that. No, look, what I'm saying is you need to get your name out there. If you're gonna get your name out there, you gotta go somewhere else. So once you go somewhere else, you meet different bands. Find somebody that you know is implanted. Ask them who they go through. Find somebody in that town. That way next time, you can just call them, go to them. And that's how connections work.
Yeah, you have to stay for the whole show. It's just showing them
Yeah.
the other bands,
That-
that you appreciate.
That's the
for
technique
sure.
as far as
I've seen bar owners looking for bands with money in their hand, and they already left.
Mhm.
And I've been in one of those bands that the front promoter's like, "Well, you're still here. Here, take the money."
Yeah.
And it's like, "Sweet, we're drinking tonight, boys." Yeah.
It all boils down to supporting local music and
Yeah.
venues.
Look, and if you don't care about money and you're just
Respect
playing
the other
for
bands
play,
and be there.
then
Yeah.
do what you want, man. Nobody's telling you what to do.
No.
I'm just saying if you want to play and continue playing and expand your fan base, you gotta play with other bands. And when I say play, I don't mean just get up on stage, do your thing, and leave.
Honestly,
I mean,
Don't
talk to
advertise for other venues while you're playing at one other venue.
yeah, that's the
That's
thing. Yeah,
horrible.
don't
Don't do
go
that.
to the
That gets people against you pretty quick.
don't go to
Yeah.
the ballroom and say, "Okay, we'll be at Shuffle."
Yeah, don't do
in
that.
2 days,
That's
or
awful.
don't sit, because don't oversaturate yourself. There's
Can you explain why it's not good to promote another venue while being
If you
at it?
promote the
lack,
venue-
it's lack of respect for the venue you're in.
If you
Is
promote
what
the
it
venue
is.
while you're in another venue, you're probably gonna
Just
get
kinda
paid
shit on
shit, and then you're gonna get treated like shit every time you go back there
They're not
because they're gonna
looking.
remember
No.
that.
Yeah.
They remember band names. They remember
They
faces.
do.
Tell the
and-
crowd to tip the bartender.
And a couple
thank
of
you
these
to the
clubs,
staff.
a couple of these clubs
That's
have
important.
notepads, have notebooks full of band names.
I
and
would
notes,
treat
and
it
I've
like
seen
you're
them.
playing in
And
your mom's house.
It's not like a rumor. Like they take notes. They know who's doing what. They know.
Who to book?
Encourage.
Yeah.
If you're playing at a bar, encourage people to drink. So like, hey
Oh.
guys, drink.
Stick
One
around
of
for
the
the other
biggest-
bands.
One of the biggest things: get numbers, get email addresses,
Yeah.
get
Yep.
Facebook websites. Doesn't matter. Get everything you can, because you never know when it'll come in handy. You might be on your way to Lubbock, Texas, and say you got connections in Arkansas, and you're heading through Arkansas. Well, you may get another show there on your way. You may not. I don't know. Depends on your connections. If
You
you,
won't
if you
if you
just
don't
keep
have
getting phone
connections, though.
numbers, yeah, keep getting phone numbers, keep getting email addresses. You'll see that everything expands. Everything depends on what you do next.
So how important do you feel like it is to have merch? I know a lot of bands have asked
Merch on the
me
road
about
is
that.
necessary. If you
Yeah.
don't have merch on the road,
Mhm.
then you could end up pretty screwed.
We've been in positions where we've made more on merch on the road than we did made from the venue. And
It makes up for what you don't make sometimes.
you want to stick to high markup items, you know, so that you can actually make a profit on it and continue to reinvest in stuff. And you also you want, while you're playing, you want to remind people, hey, there's merch back there, you know. If you're lucky enough to have a dedicated person at your merch booth while you're on stage, that's even awesome. You're gonna make my nipples hurt.
If you don't touch that in the nipple, I'm gonna be jealous.
What do you feel is the most important piece of merch that you sell?
T-shirts
shirts.
shirts because they advertise your name too. Then
Look.
then they're walking around with your shirt and people are going, oh, who's One Lost Devil? Oh, it's this like really crappy band that's on the weekend, but their shirts are free. So no.
I like
Wristbands too.
I'm a
I
sticker
think
holder.
wristbands are good 'cause
Wristbands.
those are cheap enough. You can get
Anything, yeah. I mean, anything that people are going to be wearing because it's just puts your name out there more. Things under $5, those are great too. Like if you can do like big lighters or whatever. If you can get some freaking zigzags made with your name on it, that'd be dope AF.
Look, if you can get a cool
For the adult-
and it's not just about T-shirts. It's about your design. If you get a cool design and people
Yeah.
see it, they remember the name. When they remember that name, they hear it on the radio. Whenever you get put on the radio as playing that week, people realize that because they've seen those shirts.
Don't make
it
your
all
name.
adds up. Look, it's all just it's all a game. If you play the game and you do
It's
it
a
right,
numbers
you
game,
can make
you know.
something
Yeah.
happen.
Don't
If
make
you
your
don't
name
play
something
the
that people
game, you
can't
don't
pronounce.
Do it right.
Yeah.
Or spell.
If
Or spell, yes,
Or
yes,
Look,
yes.
if you're doing this because you got extra
That
space
just
in your
ends
bathroom,
bad.
do it. Just
Now,
do it.
do you guys have any final thoughts? Anything that you would like to add that I haven't asked?
Have fun.
Play for the love of music, not ambition.
Yeah, it's better when you're just having fun, and when you're trying to when you're over concentrated on trying to do something, you lose it. It loses something. Just have fun with it.
Keep that
If it's-
passion.
If you work on it, perfect your art, get better at it each practice, go home and work on the stuff you need to, but do it because you like to do it. Don't do it because you don't want to get a job.
Look.
Because then you're always going to be chasing things that you really don't want to do.
Drugs are bad.
Well,
And we're not. We're not.
No.
We're
Come on
not.
now, no, come on now. It's not. I don't know about all that.
Well, we're looking for a new guitarist recently, and
He recently died
I-
from
I
something.
don't know what happened to him, but he's no longer. He's no longer here.
Well, thank you guys again. It has been so
You got
much
COVID?
fun.
Give me
So
some.
people want to find you online. Where can they find you?
Facebook.
One Lost Devil Facebook.
Yep, the number
.com.
one. The number one, not
.net.
.net.
Any? Do you have any shows coming up at all?
Nothing yet.
Nothing
Nothing
yet.
yet. We're still building.
We're
Let's
still
see here.
building, and it's just not yet.
Going to come out with the old 1-2. Knock some asses
No.
in the dirt.
No.
No.
No. That's your
But-
final answer.
but
you were looking
well,
in a
not that we're looking.
We're still
waiting.
writing.
We're waiting for the right time to come out and have our name heard. I think.
Yes.
Look, this is all about timing. It's all about perspective. Look, we know there's not a lot of people out there that can go out and watch a show right now.
We kind of want to wait till everybody can.
Yeah.
To be honest with
We
you.
want
We
we
don't
wanted
want
it to be a bit more advocacious for us. Is that a word?
It is now.
spell it.
Advocacious. ADV-cacious.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, again, guys, thank you so
Oh,
much.
cacious.
It's
I
been
didn't
so
say
much fun. So we have been on the scene at the rehearsal space of One Lost Devil. Until next time, guys, bye.